Okay, welcome. This is the replay that we're just looking at from the last turn.
From Agrippa. Return, folks.
Yep, so welcome Agrippa. With this, I don't know how many episodes we're in, but we've had a fair few. Now, I had a very lucky series in through here where I managed to sort of smack through a number of your forces. With these,
this was a beautiful turn. I think of all the turns in the game, this for me is my favorite so far in terms of the breaks and just the overall aggression here.
Yeah, it's all happening. You got this one. This was a big attack.
Yeah, we basically each took a chunk out of each other. I think Das is definitely he's got the moral wound on me in this game. But I think this gave me a chance to fight back a little bit.
They held firm, which was lucky. It could have gone in any which way, but you do have a bit of an advantage in there now.
A little bit. Yeah. I think it's going to take a few turns for that to actually be exploited.
Yeah, I don't think I can get my general back there now that they're sort of in melee.
That would be like an acceptable rule. Like if you moved your general out and I locked with the knight, it would be kind of annoying if you could just flip him back every time. But maybe you can.
I'm not sure. I think if this one's not in combat, I think I can do it. Yeah, see, I can't do it for this one.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so my general at the moment is in close combat. And so that means that he can't actually he can't get out of there. Let's break this one. Oh, nothing.
Wow.
That one held firm as well. Wow.
You guys are actually holding firm. But not anymore, not with this charge next turn.
So they'll be coming through next turn. This isn't going to go well, I don't think.
No.
Oh no, that's all right.
Still very.
That's all right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that held firm through there. That does present a little bit of a gap. It's no good.
Oh, yeah.
Hardly anything there. They're out of ammo. They're really just swordsmen now, just medium swordsmen.
Yeah.
Actually, they're just from Aurors anyway, so they're of no real value. You've still got some that can start to come across this area, which could be interesting. I don't have any other mediums.
That rough terrain is going to stop me for the most part. I think I can get close and start firing.
That one can't do anything. It's still charging those down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, nice shot. Oh, easily.
It's broken.
Oh, nice. They just broke. They wouldn't even fight. There we go. They finally got into the battle.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Actually, they're going to be quite helpful here, I think. The knights.
Can't move them around. I could charge these just to make sure that they stay right off the battle here. I don't want them coming back. They do have a general with them. I think I'm going to do this. I just want to make sure that they leave.
Yeah.
I don't want them coming back because they would still be quite a force if they could get back into the fight. This group, the armored defensive spearmen. Okay, if I move, you've still got to be careful. These guys can still. You've still got a fair force back in through here.
And yeah, in terms of the actual ground units, or I should say, the footmen. I do have some pretty vicious footmen there, but I'm not sure how effective they're going to be because you've got footmen there, you've got spearmen. As long as you hold that line, it's going to be tough for me to really make much out of it.
Yeah, and I think the trouble I've got is the rough, and you're now going to control the rough with these guys. I've already done a shot through there. I'm thinking of moving these up to lock that one in now. Now that I've got the knight in behind.
Yeah, that's the right move.
And then these aren't going to be able to do too much, really. I want this one to get into the rough, which I guess I could still move this one across. Still means you could fight in a staggered way. I think I'll leave it back where it is. Yeah, just leave that one in behind. It's taken a bit of a beating before. This one here, we've already done the damage there. Nothing else to do over that side. Just quickly press tabs. This one here, these raw crossbowmen. Are they raw? Oh, they are. They're only raw crossbowmen.
That's pretty good for raw crossbowmen.
Yeah.
It really is. Here I'm convinced that eventually you are going to get something out of that.
I'll just keep them where they are. Not much else we can do there. Look, at this stage, I'm just going to lock those in.
Yep.
And really, these raw spearmen just stay at the back again.
It's going to be that stage again where you know exactly what the opponent's going to do, because you would do the exact same thing in this case. There's not many moves we can do from here.
No.
So let's see. We might actually get a pretty dramatic break this turn.
It's one of the interesting things with the game is that it can, like, luck can swing around the other way. Like, you can get a series of good luck followed by bad luck. And the luck doesn't play a massive role in the game, but it certainly did with that. I think it was all because we thought that knight moving into that position was going to block off that attack. It's just funny how one attack can really change things dramatically.
I had a situation where I was playing like the Alexander Nevsky campaign or whatever, and I was facing the Teutonic Knights, and I was on that progressive difficulty setting.
Yeah.
So when I got to the battle, my army was like 1/3 the size of the Teutonic Knights, and they had like far superior troops. And then just like one lucky break, I had I think 3 or 4 of the Rus cavalry units, and just with one lucky break, I basically won the battle.
Wow! Wow!
You know, it was amazing. So it can happen. This game really, I mean, the die rolls really do go a long way. You can have some pretty incredible stuff happen.
I think the thing is, it's not purely down to luck, which is what I like. You know, like it's important to sort of know where what the terrain gives you. I guess you've got to make your luck, don't you, to a degree, or try to maximize the luck.
It's down to luck to the degree that, like, let's put it this way, like this is the equivalent of like France playing Trinidad and Tobago in a soccer match, or football match, however you want to say it, and of course, Trinidad can win, like maybe like 0.000, but the chances are so unlikely, you know what I mean? I think in a battle like this, that's the case. Now, in a battle maybe with like more cav and a little more uncertainty, it really can go either way still. It's still like, it's always kind of on the verge there of turning.
Yes,
Here I'm not so sure, and especially since you got the cav here, I don't think so. If I could get like a really lucky break here or something, but I don't see that happening.
That's your best.
Although at this point, I'm thinking of throwing caution to the wind and just charging it. Yeah, that is my best approach, is just attack. Yeah, he held firm. He did do a morale check, but he held firm.
We are losing that one.
Yeah. So let's... Oh, look at this. And I'm locked in here. Can't move forward with the rough.
If you engage with the other ones, if you engage with those...
If I engage with these guys, but look at that.
But that's if you wanted to do that, but it's then you're fighting in the rough again. The crossbowmen are certainly much more valuable than the old archers from the ancient game, aren't they?
Oh, much more. Well, just the fact, I mean, you really introduced me to their melee abilities, and it just surpasses them dramatically.
Yeah. No, they're interesting because they're not just bowmen.
Well, and it's also, I mean, it seems like a natural evolution, right? That you've got these really light units that constantly are getting overrun, and it's like, well, why not give them some armor and maybe a sword, you know?
Yeah,
we might as well. And yeah, of course, it just makes it such a better unit. It's a very versatile unit, the crossbowmen here.
Yes, yeah. Particularly as a medium, and you've made good use of that in that rough terrain. Like it's worked out well there.
Yeah, and we've got the bodies to prove it. They're all over the damn place. Let's see.
Now be careful of my knights behind
I
you.
really want to attack though, but it's just not even the follow-up is going to work in my favor. No, that's going to be a stay put. I could... No, it's just not looking good. However, we can finally make use of these raw spearmen.
Yeah, they do get a shot in behind them.
Here we go. Boom. Oh. It's like a novelty unit. All right. Well, I mean, that's okay. I wonder maybe bringing in the archers. Now, hold on a second here. But again, the follow-up would be pretty poor.
Flank, you've got to be careful of them. Maybe in around there.
I think you've got me with this flank attack. I really want to take that, but it's not a good attack, period. Now here...
Oh, nice.
Question is, see if I can only get there with this unit too. Then that would have been really nice.
And I don't really have much left over that other side as well, to be honest. Actually, if your units do get in behind me there.
I'm not actually that concerned about your light crossbowmen attacking, so you know what? At least for next turn, let me make sure I'm...
Well, those crossbowmen can't really do any damage anyway. They're just lights.
I'll do, what else should I do? Yeah, you know. When it comes to this point, you might as well. And this, with that charge, you're going to break me for sure. Yeah. So I might as well resolve.
They should run now anyway. Oh, how are they holding on?
I'm amazed they held firm. I want to see the actual... So 50 out of 118. It's quite amazing. They'll definitely break next turn. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Pretty unlikely.
That's big.
They're below 50% there. That's odd.
Now those roars are going to keep me honest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get the shot.
I'm really... They did an okay job, for what they can do. That's why I really shouldn't have. I shouldn't have underestimated them, because I could have had a few more up here, and maybe one hit from raw is not a big deal, but like 2 or 3, you could actually do a little morale check. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I can do. All right, let's end that turn. So close, Das. It's so close. It's 2:15 a.m. here in Portugal. So.
Oh, did you want to call it quits soon, or?
No. Come on now.
I mean, we're close, aren't we?
Exactly. Are you kidding me? We've got this. I've got
to get 11 more.
If something ridiculous happens and like half your army breaks, then yes, I'll be like, dude, we have to do this tomorrow. If suddenly the numbers stabilize, but I don't think so. I love the way this battle came together, and I think considering the units we chose, this is way more exciting than initially when we had the Irish approach. I just don't think that battle would have been that exciting, whereas this one was... It was very cinematic, just a very cinematic fight.
There's a lot going on with different sorts of units too. It's not just one-dimensional.
No, and that's what I mean, is like even from an aesthetic point of view, the armor that these units have, the look of them, the bodies on the battlefield, it's just really pretty.
Yeah.
This battle, I think the battle with we just had like massive Irish levies would have just been like a lot of dead, soldiers with no armor all over the battlefield. Essentially a lot of dead peasant units. Here we've got the cream of the crop dying on the battlefield.
No, it's been very interesting, actually. This hill's been fascinating, actually.
It has. It's finally actually seen some action, because for the longest time, it was kind of untouched.
How did this guy hold on?
I can't even remember now who made the first push on the... I think it was you that actually started pushing forward here, at least on the small hill, but I thought that was going to be the crux of the battle.
I thought my archers were just going to rip through your forces up that way.
Yes.
Okay, well, now they've charged through, so these guys are now got to be a bit careful. I will break through here, surely this turn. Actually, I can do it here anyway. Let's just get the damage done this way.
Yeah, auto break. It has to be.
We should continue on the charge.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if it's below 50%, it's an auto break. It might depend on the unit.
It depends on the unit. Often these knights are better quality. Actually, that one's now turned and fought, which means that I can't get the flanking shot against this one. I should have done that one first, so I don't get that one. I've got this one here. I'll charge again, just to keep on sort of charging in behind the other forces. Now we're doing the charge there. There we go.
Now we've got the actual roll going.
They still held firm. Wow. They're still holding firm. That's pretty amazing. Oh, it's hardly worth it. If I move to there, they can still actually hit me. I'll just come around this way.
Yeah, stay away from the spearmen.
Yeah.
They have pointy sticks. But as soon as I saw that charge, I was like, I have to take it. You know, in any other, obviously, if the battle was more sort of like even, I wouldn't make that push, because then of course I exposed the spearmen to all sorts of other attacks. But you might as well, you know. And a few times I've been able to hook, you know, an actual unit.
Yeah, it's not really good.
Yeah, not good for either of us there.
I'm worried about what you can do back over this side now.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if I get the chance to put pressure on those knights, I will, but I don't think I will. I don't think I'll get that chance.
If I attack these...
Nice! Good work, boys!
Yeah, no, they're still keeping everything in there.
Yeah. And those are the raw spearmen. I'm amazed at that.
It's funny, like one unit will end up being like a bit of a hero. It's quite funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to keep that one back.
You can, even if you want to be really funny, but I wouldn't recommend anybody do this. You can move your general to the raw spearman unit and send him into the fight and see what happens.
Actually, I've still got this one. I have to do this attack. I do get a shot there.
Very nice, yeah.
Except that it won't actually... Yeah, if I do this one now, I think... Yep, no, nothing. This one here is a bit of a risky one for me. And disrupted. Or fragmented.
Fragmented too a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit risky over through here. And disrupted.
Oh, boys, good work. My men are holding up just barely.
I gotta get this to 25.
Still going back and forth. I don't think it's. I still don't think it's an even fight.
No, I don't think so.
But that does show you that like those things can occur. Those little.
It's not going to work well.
Here and there. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's
right there in the center. We're both kind of unsure of what to do.
Yes. Yes.
Not good for either of us, honestly.
Okay. So I've sent that one off.
Right. Let's. Okay. Yeah, the rolling finally started on that right side, which I think you were kind of trying to accomplish that for a while. It's finally started. Now the question is, how long is that going to take? And how quickly can that actually occur?
And do you break through this turn with your commander-in-chief as well?
Before you make that push.
Yes, yes.
So I'm really curious to see if I can do that. So right there, that's where the auto break happened.
Oh, they did well
Those
to
guys
hold
are
on.
such beasts.
They're just raws as well, too.
They are, man. I think we can both say that we've regained respect for the raw spearmen. They have their uses, They have their uses. It's just it seems to come at the end of a battle, when you've expelled all other possibilities, basically.
No, they've done a good job. Yeah, they're going to run in the middle.
I mean, you know what it is? Like, they sort of did exactly what they're meant to do, which is, like, just to hold.
Yeah.
I think that's really they're kind of like a placeholder. So it's like, if you can hold this position, then you're doing your job pretty much.
They're just a doorstop.
Pretty much, yeah. Just do what you can.
Actually, I forgot to use to move my other horse crossbowmen, the ones on the...
Well, I don't know how to use a spear. Just throw it at them. Just do what you can. Throw rocks at them. That's all you're here for. You're not going to make it to the end of this battle.
Yeah, well,
so this is the moment of truth right here.
Big win here. And what else drops?
Oh, please. Oh, but he held firm on everything else.
Yeah, they both held firm. Having said that, my bowmen are just bowmen, so they don't have any sort of defences. Oh, nice.
I was trying to get a flank attack there on the general, but I can also just lock him in like that.
Yeah.
And again, once again, raw spearmen doing their job. Just stay in front, pretty much.
Thing is, though, again, you can't get a flanking shot on those knights.
No, and the other thing is, I can't even move past them because you now have the zone of control.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I would try to just rush past them and attack these guys.
It's funny, they've been less effective at behind there than I thought they would be because of those raw spearmen.
Yes, yeah, very true.
They're not going to last long. It's all going to come down to this. Will you be able to push me out of the way now?
Oh, no, you held.
Wow.
You definitely held. But these guys are pretty tough. I don't know, man. No, they're going to break for sure.
It's funny.
Now, these are not raws, but still.
Oh, geez, they held firm, though.
I'm amazed they've held firm. Let's just take a look at the strength.
Oh, they're just normal spearmen, okay.
You'll auto-break them next turn. Yeah, you'll definitely auto-break them next turn.
You also have those other spearmen to the left there as well.
Right. There's not enough room. Like, for instance, if I were to turn them, there's still not enough room for me to charge anything next turn.
Yeah, because the one behind them won't be there next turn. They'll be off doing other things. So
I think, like, the best case scenario is just to prepare for an attack here, but I doubt that's going to actually happen. It's not going to go well. Oh, okay. Well, actually went slightly better than I expected. And I really wish I could do something to him to Ulrich von Fadenberg. Yeah, I think I could do that, but that's not going to be much.
It's funny how when we started this fight, like that right-hand side, I thought you were gonna have that one, and I thought I was gonna have the hill. It's the opposite. Exactly.
It didn't. Yeah. Well, once we actually came down to the points of contention, they changed pretty rapidly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost think that I did better here on this left side, where I expected I'd do worse, and it's sort of towards the end of the battle went in my favor slightly here, but of course not enough to actually turn the tide of the battle at all. And then, of course, those Teutonic Order Knights are pretty vicious fighters. I'm going to end the turn there. All right. Let's switch over to Das.
All right. Just click on refresh. There we go. Okay, play it.
Oh, you got to get a break here because I want to eat this pizza, man.
Sorry, you've had pizza there since episode 2.
Oh, that's okay. It came cold because the guy was, I think when I told you, or when I first talked to you, he was 47 minutes late. I waited an extra 30. It must have been like an hour and a half. It would have been cold either way, believe me.
Oh, so what time is it for you?
And I on the guy because their times right now are absolutely insane. Currently, it is, check here on PC, 2:27. Yeah, 2:27 a.m.
That's 2:27 a.m. Wow. Actually, you just had one that came back.
What's that? One of my units?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I noticed it. I didn't notice it when it was your turn, but I just saw it back there. One at the back of the map. Still just a replay, of course.
I'm a bit of an insomniac anyway, so it's really not so uncommon for me to be out at this hour.
So you're
now, I just turned 32 on January 6th, and I really am at that point in life where I'm beginning to feel old.
okay.
Does that make sense? And so I'm trying to take more health precautions, and I do plan, I genuinely plan, I'm still smoking cigarettes, for instance. I do genuinely plan to cut that out pretty much this week. At the very least, start going to bed at a reasonable hour, stop smoking. I feel like those, at least I can make those changes. You know what I mean?
I think it's good. It does. I'm a fair bit older than you are, but it does. When you do look after yourself, it does. You do notice it as you do get older. Oh,
I can imagine.
Anything happened there? No, they held firm. Wow, these guys have done so well.
They are beasts.
Now you're going to get a flanking shot here if I don't somehow dislodge this. Oh, there we go. Auto break.
It's an auto break. It had to happen because once it gets past that 50%, especially with a spearman unit.
We're now past where I could actually support this unit now too. So yeah, you had another one that's come back. So this one here is.
Look at that. Brigands.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fragmented.
Can at least get a glorious end here for myself and wipe out one of your knights.
I'm going to do this, run away.
the right move in this situation for sure.
Yeah, I'm worried about that unit of yours. And even if they catch these, it's not going to end well. So I think we'll move all the way around to here. And just put the pressure back on this side. I'm going to attack this and see how I go.
That's my perspective on nearly every attack in this game.
But what it does is it then opens up the flank. I can now get behind and hit this one.
Oh, you blocked me in. Oh, okay. Hey, that was nice. Yeah.
And what that then does is when I do this.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, that was unexpected. That was extremely unexpected.
As
now
we
you kind of blocked me off, yeah.
Bring those in, bring this one around. I can even bring this one back in as well. I don't get much of a hit there. Actually, I'm better off to leave this one somewhere else. Just keep them back where they are, but at least we're now starting to roll this thing up.
I can't wait to see the actual final casualties of this battle.
God, these are dropping now.
Yep.
That one's still fighting.
It's only a matter of time, really.
Oh
man!
Still held on.
My boys still have some poison left in them.
Well, you've got a flanking shot here as well, so they're going to be in trouble next turn. Do that. Sort of got to rely on rolling this end up, really.
Yeah, I think so. But I will say it's a lot closer than I expected it to be. I expected you to have the victory by now.
Yeah, no, it's a funny game like that, isn't it? It's all sorts of things can happen. The battles do really ebb and flow, which is really fascinating. Like even just getting that one in there, like I will have a shot next turn. Let's put a bit of pressure on this way. And of course, you're going to get a shot now in behind here.
Yeah.
Which I've got nothing really, unless these guys stop doing what they're doing.
And I didn't actually expect that to happen, but it's going to happen. I didn't expect that to work.
That's been interesting.
Here we go. It has been. Let's see if those raw spearmen end up actually doing something. I mean, they've definitely come in useful, without a doubt. It was a
Yeah,
mistake not to bring the rest up, as a matter of fact.
We're actually at the half-hour mark again. So do we continue on, or I think it's going to go for a bit longer than we think?
Yeah, I think, folks, you're going to have to wait for the next episode. Let's go ahead and stop here. And thank you guys so much for sticking through. I mean, this battle certainly lasted a lot longer than me or Das expected. And let's hope it continues on.
Exactly, yeah. No, it's been very, very interesting. Thanks for watching.